Hi, Lance Walker at Michael Johnson Performance, and today we're showing how we're using the PowerVibe Zen Pro 5900 as an adjunctive treatment to some of our performance training tools on the training floor on a day-to-day basis. One of the big things that we work on at Michael Johnson Performance is knee stability. In some cases, we get athletes coming to us that have inherent instability at the knee that we're rehabbing from or trying to transition out of rehab into performance from. One of our favorite exercises that we do for those athletes, as in any therapy setting, is a step up to try to integrate some VMO activation across the quad. Brian's going to demonstrate for us a typical lateral step up, low box step up that's used in a lot of therapeutic settings, and it's used here a lot as well. The idea being the athlete, we're trying to get them to produce some sort of VMO activation in conjunction with some lateral and medial hip activation to stabilize the knee in the step-up maneuver. And in a lot of cases what we see is athletes that are unable or unwilling to get any kind of VMO activation. They get a huge amount of VL activation and very little lateral hip activation, and it compresses the patellofemoral joint in ways that can maybe produce pain, certainly produces inefficiency. So what we want to do with this athlete that's struggling with this exercise is utilize vibration training and some basic manual cueing to upregulate some VMO activation and then give that back to them as they get into one of these basic structural exercises. So in that case, Brian, we'd bring him directly over to the Vibe with our frequency now set down around 20 hertz. We're going to try to replicate that same motion, but we're going to do some things structurally from a cueing standpoint using bands and using the vibration to trick up the system or potentiate the nervous system to give us the pattern that we're truly looking for. So in this case, we're going to wrap this band around Brian's knee here. I'm going to be producing a force into knee flexion. What Brian's now going to do is he's going to replicate the lateral step up with vibration through the right leg. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be force feeding that VMO some call to action into knee extension. And what you can see here, and you can appreciate on video, but certainly if you look at Brian's face, is now his VMO has to kick in, or what he's going to feel is a buckling of the knee. He's also going to be feeling this in his hip extensors as well. So the band is tricking up the system in the vibration environment. That's a new motor pattern for this athlete that now can take right over back to the exercise we were doing and get more bang for our buck in the exercise that's being prescribed. So now the step up, hopefully at this point now, we've cued up the VMO, we've cued up the hip structure, and we've broken down the barriers to the efficient movement pattern, and now this athlete's going to get a lot of bang for their buck out of that lateral step up that before they may not have. So again, using the PowerVibe as an adjunctive tool to improve the mechanics of a lateral step up.